Hey guys, what's going on? It's In the House with Team Massive Joes, our gym-free workout series. I'm here with Boss Josh. We're gonna show you guys how to train quads using just your body weight and TMJ Apparel resistance bands as resistance. So the most fundamental movement when it comes to training quads using your body weight as resistance is, of course, a free squat. Bosch is going to demonstrate right now. Feet shoulder width apart, weight through your heels, arms out in front of you as a counterbalance and to keep your chest nice and high. And then we're just sitting back down towards the floor, a nice controlled tempo, down for a pause at the bottom, explode up for a pause at the top. And that is a fundamental free weight squat. Now that we've set up our free squat, we can go and explore some different squat variations. And the first way we can vary your free squat is by exploring different foot positions. Bosch is going to demonstrate right now. So our standard free squat foot position, we're calling a neutral position. That's feet about shoulder width apart. If we then take our feet inside our shoulder width, we're going to call this a narrow stance squat. This is going to target a little bit more quads, a little bit less glutes. It's important to note that when you do perform a narrow stance squat, your weight is still through your heels. You don't want to be coming up onto your toes. You want to keep your heels flat on the ground. We can then take our feet wider than shoulder width apart, and we're going to call this a wide stance squat. This is going to hit more glutes and more hamstrings. Once again, we want to make sure that our weight is through our heels and our feet stay flat on the floor. We can then go super wide with our toes pointing out into a sumo stance free squat. This is going to hit a lot of glute, a lot of hamstring, and is an awesome variation on your standard neutral squat. So when we're squatting in the gym and we're looking to vary the resistance, obviously we just change the amount of weight that we're squatting. When we're using our body weight as resistance, obviously the weight doesn't change. So we need to look at different ways of intensifying different squat variations. And the way that we can do that is through rep tempo and in particular time under tension. So Bosch is going to demonstrate a few different tempo variations. The first one is, of course, to slow down the negatives or the eccentrics of each and every rep. So a nice slow tempo on the way down, extending the amount of time in tension on the eccentric, and then an explosive concentric rep. We can also flip that on its head, drop quite quickly, and then really take our time with the positive or the concentric part of each and every rep. So we're using a slow tempo as we're coming up from the bottom of the squat. We can then do 1.5 reps. So we're gonna go down to the bottom of the squat, we're gonna come up halfway, back down, and then a full rep. So this is significantly gonna increase the time under tension of each and every rep. We can then look at bottom half pulses. So down to the bottom of the rep, up halfway, back down, up halfway, back down, up halfway. Bottom half pulses. We can also do these at the top of each rep. We can look at top half pulses. So down halfway, back up to the top, down halfway, back up to the top. The next technique are pauses or holds. So we can go down into a squat, pause for a hold, pause for a count, come up halfway, pause for a count, come up to the top, pause for a count, back to halfway, pause for a count, back down to the bottom, pause for a count. And then finally, we can do jump squats, being as explosive as we possibly can on the concentric of each and every rep and literally leaving the floor with every single squat. Now that we've got our free squats and free squat variations sorted, we can take it up a level. The next fundamental movement are our single leg or isolateral squat variations. So for these movements, we're gonna need a piece of apparatus. You can use a bench like we have here, a chair, a table, anything that's kind of elevated to around about knee height is gonna be suitable. The first exercise that Bosch is going to demonstrate are our step ups. So it's taking one leg at a time. You're just going to step up onto the piece of apparatus, swap legs, and step back down. Step up, swap legs, and step back down. And that's a complete rep. Our next single leg squat variation involves the same piece of apparatus, but this time we're gonna face away from it. Take our back leg, take one step forward, put our back leg up on the bench, the chair, or the piece of apparatus, and then squat down on our front leg. It's important to note here, guys, that you want your knee to not slide too far over your ankle. Ideally, you want your knee in line with your ankle. And these are, of course, body weight Bulgarian split squats. So when it comes to incorporating TMJ power resistance bands to add extra resistance to your gym-free quad workouts, there's a couple of ways we can do this. The first way is to apply them to each and every squat variation that we've shown you guys thus far. To do this, you're gonna need 2 resistance bands of the same resistance. You're gonna step on each resistance band, so one under each foot. You're then gonna take each resistance band and put them over your shoulder and then perform your squats and your squat variations. And you can perform every squat variation with regards to foot position, with regards to different tempo and time under tension techniques that we've shown you guys thus far. Choose your TMJ power resistance bands wisely, because this can get really difficult very quickly. So the second way we can incorporate TMJ power resistance bands into our gym-free quad workouts is to use them for our Bulgarian split squats. So for this, you're gonna need 1 TMJ power resistance band. You're gonna take that one band and you're gonna put it underneath the foot of your working leg with your Bulgarian split squats. You're then gonna squat down, grab the band with both hands, making sure to take the tension out of the band, and then you're going to use that band as resistance to squat up and perform your Bulgarian split squats. And guys, that's a wrap for this episode of In the House with Team Massive Joe's, how to train quads without a gym using just your body weight and TMJ power resistance bands as your resistance. Boss Josh, thank you very much for demonstrating all of these quad-based exercises. Guys, you can pick and choose any exercise and exercise variation we've shown you in this video to put together your very own gym-free quad workout. As always, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the Massive Joe's YouTube channel, stay up to date with all the latest episodes of In the House with Team Massive Joe's, and make sure you turn your post notifications on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC so you don't miss a beat when it comes to everything on the Massive Joe's YouTube channel. Until next time, we're coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning in to this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the Massive Joe's YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.